we're 2 minutes behind. We have 8 minutes to finish up. All right. I'm going to limit you, Mr. Vilbig, to 3 minutes, okay?
Yes. Very short.
There you go.
We need you to come and say something.
Name and address for the record.
Yes. All right, we'll go ahead and get this Tuesday, August 23rd, 2022 meeting called to order. We'll go ahead and verify that we do have a quorum present, so we can move into public comment section. If you do have any public comments, you're invited to step forward now. Our one audience member has declined, so we will move to the consent agenda.
You can come up and say anything.
All right, any questions, discussion for any of the items on the consent agenda?
Linda
The
does.
minutes.
In the minutes?
Minutes are incorrect in that they say the vote on the aggregate was unanimous, and in fact it was not.
I think it says, that's right, I think,
It
didn't it
says
say, it
I
says
voted.
unanimous, but you voted against it,
And
so.
that kind of makes it not unanimous. So it wasn't unanimous, and I voted no.
It was half correct,
Sort of right, yeah.
you're right.
Thank you,
So if they'll update those to reflect that
thank you.
it was not unanimous, but it was,
Almost. So with that correction, I recommend that we approve the minutes, Mr. Chair.
all right, I have a motion, do I have a second?
Second?
I have a second, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Same sign, all right, consent agenda is approved. And we'll move to staff updates, is that right? I thought there was another item.
We did it with the other. I don't know if that's appropriate or not, but. with
What's that?
them.
No, there was another,
There's,
there was
yeah.
another thing, but
It's
I guess
okay.
it's,
I'm not gonna say
all
anything.
right,
It's fine with me.
all right.
Okay, so we have staff updates. Can you hear me okay? Yes?
Yep.
Okay. Good morning to all of you. So this was a very short agenda today. This morning for staff update number A, we are asking to receive a report, hold a discussion, and provide direction on a request to call a public hearing to consider amending the zoning ordinance regulations for escape lanes for drive-through operations. So this came about from a request from a business. Right now, the current ordinance allows an 8-foot wide escape lane for drive-through facilities, and having then a stacking lane, for a fire escape lane. We are requesting or asking to hold a public hearing to make a change to that, in which a restaurant that provides double drive-through lanes at this point in time will not be required to have that escape lane. Essentially, that second drive-through lane would become that escape lane. For any restaurant that does provide double drive-through lanes, we will be changing the required length of the width of those lanes. We have two options to make. One is 24 feet per the building code. So that is something within the ordinance that legal provided back to us. We have to make that selection before we put that out there for the public hearing and for the notice. The thought behind it is if we have the two drive-through lanes and we use that second drive-through lane as the escape lane and not require the fire lane that gives that access. For businesses that only have one drive-through lane, they will still be required to have that fire escape lane. This just helps to reduce the amount of footage needed for some of those places that are pretty tight right now. And should that business not be viable, if it has two drive-through lanes, right, and another one wants to come in, they can essentially determine whether they want two drive-throughs or one drive-through. Any questions on that?
Are you looking for feedback from us or just to open the public hearing on that?
Not opening a public hearing, just asking you to approve holding the public hearing in the future.
Okay, in the future.
Correct.
Okay. I have just a side issue.
Sure.
Concern. We have a very popular restaurant downtown
Mhm.
that has a little bit of a problem with traffic flow. And I don't know what the solution is, but I would like y'all to look into the possibility of maybe designating a couple of lanes to give, I don't think it needs a lot. I think it's maybe just 2 cars worth. And to have maybe a turn-in that's, I'm talking about CJ's, and,
Okay.
you know, it's obstructing traffic when they're waiting, and that's a problem. So
Right.
just a possibility to have in front of the tobacco shop, because they have their extra parking to the side, maybe those 2 spots in front of the tobacco could be designated as a turn-in area.
That may
Totally
be something we can look at as the
Yeah.
streetscape changes. But with this one in particular, we just need to know at this point in time if you're okay with us holding the
Yeah,
public
this
hearing.
is totally a different
That's
issue.
That's
but-
all right, that's all right. So we just need your vote on that, please.
Yes. No, I do agree that that's it definitely makes sense, especially with the prevalency of the double lane
Yeah.
these days. You don't need to have then enough for 3 holes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Then you
what
have a
we're
lot of
running
extra,
into.
a lot of extra parking, because you're probably still going to have, you know,
Are you looking for a motion or just to show of?
Or
Okay,
just-
I make a motion to approve holding a public hearing at a future date for staff item A.
I'll second.
All right, I have a motion, a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, you have your direction.
Thank you. I would like to just give you a quick update outside of that too. Our next meeting will have several amendment to some ordinances that came out of the August 8th joint meeting with council and P&Z. So we've been working on those, so we'll be bringing those to you during the next meeting, so anticipate it being a little longer.
I have a curiosity question. That's you know, so this doesn't apply to banks. This is just
No, this is
restaurants.
just restaurants.
So with Independent Bank, they were required to make an exit that's way down the road, and I'm just curious how that seems like.
I'd have to look at that separately.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's probably
That's probably.
TxDOT.
TxDOT.
Because
It's
it's
a
on,
TxDOT
that's a
requirement.
TxDOT requirement, because they don't want you to have entrances
and
and
out
exits
in the
too
same-
close to, because people pull onto the access road there, and they don't
Right,
want to have
right.
somebody right there.
Yeah,
They-
given the
I guess
location of that
contour
one,
the land,
yeah.
they had to go over the hill. to
Right.
go
But yeah,
out.
that's a
Right.
TxDOT.
So, interesting.
Sometimes we get overruled by them,
Yeah.
right? So I just wanted to make you aware, so you shouldn't anticipate a short meeting, it will be longer, so, that's all though, thank you.
Okay.
For a motion.
All right, anything else? Any other?
I move we adjourn.
All right, we have a motion to adjourn. Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we are adjourned, 10:10. Told you, what, 8 minutes from 10:02.